Instead, today we'll be making crispy onion bread, and what you'll need to do that is 2 1/4 of water, which I have right there, an envelope or 1/4 of a cup of onion soup mix, which we have, 2 tablespoons of shortening, which we have right there, tablespoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt, 5 to 6 cups of flour, which we have right there, 1 package of active dry yeast, which we activated, and as well as cornmeal, slightly beaten egg white, and 1 tablespoon of water. So we're just going to get this ready and bring it back. As part of making this bread, we're going to put the water into the pot, as well as putting the onion soup mix. We're going to cover it and let simmer it for 10 minutes. We have the onion mix simmering for 10 minutes. We're just going to add in our yeast to our flour, and we're going to combine them. So I'm just going to turn the mixer on, combined it, and I'll bring it back once it's mixed. So after that's been simmering for 10 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to add in our sugar, our salt, and as well as our shortening, which is right here, and I'm just going to add that in. We're adding in the shortening. After your onion mixture is cooled down to 100 or 120 degrees, you're going to mix it in with your flour and yeast mixture, and then we're going to stir it up, and I'll bring it back. After you mix your mixture, this is what it's going to look like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our measuring cup, and we're going to add about a cup in of the flour at a time. And after the first cup, I will be changing my attachment to the dough hook. So I'm just going to mix that up, and I'll bring it back. The flour has been mixed through, so we're just going to continue to add some flour in until we're out of flour. We're going to use the dough hook now, so I'm just going to bring it back. We're going to take some flour. We're going to lightly surface the counter here. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our dough, and we're just going to shape it into a ball. And once you have it shaped into a ball like that, what you're going to do is you're going to put it into a greased bowl, which we have right here, and you're going to flip it once. That way grease gets on both sides. So there's one side, and we're just going to flip it over here. I do need to get a new camera, I do apologize. There. So I'll bring it back in an hour. And as you can see, it has doubled in size. So what we're going to do now is we're going to punch it down on a lightly floured surface, and we're going to divide it in half and let it rest for 10 minutes. And we're just going to punch it down. And that's just to get the air out of it. And then we're going to divide it in half. And it doesn't have to be completely equal. And then we're just going to leave it there. And we're going to cover it up. And we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes. So I'll bring it back in 10 minutes. So our 10-minute rest time is up. So we're just going to shape them into the side, or shape of loaves now. So this one's pretty well almost the shape of a loaf. And then we're going to shape the other one into a loaf. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put them on a greased cookie sheet. We're going to sprinkle them with cornmeal. And then we're going to let them double in size again for about a half hour to 45 minutes. So I'm just going to get the greased cookie sheet. I just wanted to show you that they are the shape of loaves. And I'll bring it back. So just a little bit of shortening. And we're just going to rub it all around. And then we're going to take the loaves, put one here, and one here. I'm just going to take some cornmeal, and we're just going to sprinkle it lightly over the top on both loaves. And if you feel you have too much in one spot, you can always use a brush and brush it over evenly. So I'm just going to cover this up, and then I'm going to let it rise for another half hour to 45 minutes. And you'd want them to be probably double in size, so I'll bring you back. I've been letting these rise, and as you can see, they did double in size. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut slices in the top of them diagonally, about 2.5 inches apart and about 1/4 of an inch deep. We're just going to cut them now, and we're going to cut right there, right there, and right there. And we're going to do it to both. I should probably do one right here too. Now that's just for the decorative. You don't really have to do it if you don't want to, but it does make your loaf or your bread loaves look so much more like you bought them at a bakery. So I'm just going to put them in the oven, and I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Just put the buns in the oven. I'll bring you back in 20 minutes. What we have in the bowl now is egg whites, and we're going to add in a tablespoon of water. I'm going to slightly mix it up just with the brush that we're going to paint the loaves with in a few minutes when they come out of the oven. So 20 minutes, and then take it out. Then make this egg white and water concoction, and then paint the loaves, and then put it back in and bake it for 10 additional minutes. This is what your loaves are going to look like when you take them out after the first 20 minutes. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take the mixture, and we're just going to paint the top of the loaves with it. Now this is optional, you don't have to do this, but it does change the look. And we're going to do the other one. And we're going to bake it for another 10 minutes. So I'll just bring you back after the 10 minutes is up, and I'll show you what they look like. It is now the time to take them out of the oven. The additional 10 minutes has passed. So we're just going to put them on a wire rack right here, and we're going to let them cool off. And then I'll cut them and show you what they look like on the inside. I just wanted to show what it looks like when we sliced it. As you can see, it's a nice fluffy texture. So like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.